Hi music producer and welcome to this tutorial. Today we're gonna talk about music theory and how to learn to make your own scale. Before get into it, I wanna just tell you that you can feel free to text me if you have any question about this topic or any other topic. And please, once you watch this, leave me in the comment section below a comment regarding your feeling or a feedback. I will be really happy to hear your opinion. Now we can start to go into this beautiful tutorial regarding music theory. I'm pretty sure you already understood I'm gonna use Ableton Live, as you can see, and the instrument I'm gonna use today to do my little demonstration is analog. I choose analog because I think it sounds pretty good and it's pretty easy as well to use. It's already inside Ableton, so why not? Now, the setup that I have to do on my synthesizer is very easy. I want to just set the envelope with no sustain, okay, so 0, and the decay very short, because I want a kind of percussive synth, okay. This is the sound that you will start to hear it if you will follow this instruction. The one more things I want to do it is basically I want to tune 2 octaves down one of the two oscillators, so I'm gonna have this kind of sound now, okay. It's kind of metallic and percussive sound. I just choose this kind of patch because I fancy, not any particular reason. But let's get into the core of this topic today. Before learn how to create a scale, there are two things we need to know about piano roll or a keyboard to understand how it works. The first one is that our reference point, or we can call it starting point to be easier, is gonna be called tonic from now. Okay, it can be any notes inside the piano roll, okay, or the keyboard. And the second thing that we have to do, we have to give a name to the distance that there are inside the keyboard or the piano roll. For example, let's take for example this note, okay, which is the C3, called even middle C. If I move from here to here one note, sorry, I just wanna set a little bit shorter my decay. I wanted the sound ending pretty faster than before. So let's keep from where we stopped. So if I play this note and I move just one note up, this distance it will be called semitone. If I move two notes up, 1, 2, this distance it will be called tone. The same thing it will be applied if I move it here, like from this point, which is the E, okay, and I move it one note up is a semitone, one note down is a semitone, two note up is a tone, and two note down is still a tone. I choose this note now, the E, because there is no black key in this point, so it could be just the only confusional point inside the keyboard. Finally, we are ready to see how to create our first scale. I'm gonna take still C has a tonic, but one octave up this time, okay? So not here, but okay, this one. And even this time is just for a personal choice. I prefer it as it sounds, nothing special. We have to follow one specific pattern to create our fourth scale, which will be major scale, okay? We're starting from C, so it's gonna be C major scale. We write the tonic, C, okay, reference point. Now we have to move one tone up, another tone up, one semitone, one tone, another tone, another tone and one semitones. So it will be tone, tone, semitones, tone, 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 semitones. This is the pattern that you will have to follow to create a C major scale or any other scale. Like, look, if I keep the same pattern and I move, for example, here, this, it would be E major scale. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the C in this one in the beginning because it's the easiest to study and especially it's the easiest to play. Now let's have a listen and to see how powerful can be this method applied into Ableton. Ableton is pretty comfortable because it's allowed me to keep, once I wrote my note inside my clip, just to keep the space busy from my notes, okay? And this I can do it with the button fold just on the right side. And I can delete all my notes now and just write randomly some notes. Keep in mind that to let it work properly, this method, you have to have a little bit of extra tonic inside your pattern. This is the only rule you have to don't forget. Then I can even write randomly notes inside my pattern, and it might be not the best melody in this moment, but what I want to let you hear is that the notes and the pattern, it will sound good. Everything in note and everything is gonna be on scale. Okay, you can even add some decay, some reverb or delay. Okay, with this knob, the send and return, they are sending to these two channels, and you're gonna get some effect. And still I can move and play around with any notes I want around my clip, and everything, it will still sound good. Nice. But I don't want to get too much deeper into this example because I want to give you another pattern before say bye, and this time I want to give you the pattern to create a minor scale. That in this case is gonna be C minor scale, but as I said before, you can use this pattern applied to any note on your keyboard. So it's gonna be again tonic, then this time you have to move one tone up, then one semitone, so tone, semitone, then you have tone, tone, semitone, tone, tone. And one little tip to understand that you followed the pattern in the right way is that the last note you have to write, it needs to be the same one that you started. And let's hear how it sounds already. I wanna no delay and no reverb at the moment. Okay. When you use a major scale, you try to stay in a kind of happy mood usually. When you use a minor scale, it gives like this kind of feeling. So it's, I would say, dark. I would not describe as a sad or any other label. I would just say dark, yeah. And this is the difference between the two scales. Because I want to make this time an example a little bit deeper and powerful than before, I want to just create a small pattern with you with this drum kit. So what I did is just use a drum kit from the drum section. Okay, you are plenty of drums, but on my personal style, which is deep house or melodic techno, I think this is that one that suits more and it sounds as I want. So this is what I'm gonna use, and let's make something together. Kick drum, just a snare. Snare sounds better. And maracas pretty cool. Let's have a listen. Okay, we start to get into it. So instead of conga, maybe play. No, conga better. Okay. Oh, nice. Perfect. More or less, this is what I wanted. So now I'm ready to tie my pattern with my melody. This is what I want, and this is why this example is going to be a little bit deeper than the other one. I'm going to fold inside the clip now, so I can see the note that I choose before, and now instead create random melody using random notes. I'm gonna leave the pattern on play. This is my suggest that you should do it, and press play on your clip regarding your melody, so everything is gonna work together. And in the meantime you're listening everything, you start to choose the notes that you think are the best for your pattern. Okay, now what I did is just find the rhythm, okay? I want a little bit more space to make something a bit more interesting. Nice. More or less it works, okay? What I can do now still, again, I can add a little bit of reverb and delay. But now what is gonna tie everything perfectly together is control the length of my notes, okay? Now it's not perfectly tied because the notes are still too long, you know? So what I can do is just make a little bit extra shorter my decay, and let's have a listen. Perfect. Now that it was what I had in my mind before. So I hope you find that this tutorial quite useful, that now you're gonna be able to create different melodies inside your tracks and piece. And please let me know what you think. I'm very curious about if it was helpful for yourself, and see you for the next tutorial.